First thing that's on my mind. Chase that bag today. Chase that bag today. Chase that bag. I can't waste none of my time.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You already know what time it is, baby. It's another episode of the Chase That Bag podcast, and I'm locked in the vault with a very, very, very special guest today. I gotta say, man, it is an honor to be sitting in front of the one and only today, Camp Nowhere. What's happening, baby?
What's good? What's good with it? What's good with it, man? Shouts out to you, big broski.
Man,
Shout out to East Texas, bro. This is a very special moment for me as well, man. I've been watching you guys grow from ground up, man, and just seeing where y'all at now. Yeah, I'm proud of it. I love the hustle, the passion, and show something for real.
Yeah,
so thank y'all guys. For real.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. We humble, bro. It's an absolute privilege, a pleasure, and an honor, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, we do this for East Texas, bro, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? And we got one of the greats sitting down on the couch today. So I'm super, super excited, bro, just to sit down and chop it up with you, bro. Have a good conversation, see what you got going on, man, and you know what I'm saying? Just let people know who he is, who don't know.
For sure.
You know what I'm
interested
saying?
to tell, bro. Let's get at it.
Yes, Lord. So without further ado, let's jump on in, bro. So for those who don't know, let's get into your background. Like, where you from?
I'm from Longview, Texas, 128 Jewel Drive. I still don't remember the numbers on Owen Street, but yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up over there around 12, and then we moved to Jewel Street. Down south part of Longview, Texas, man. And that pretty much taught me everything it was to know about life for the next 10, 15 years. Great place to be, man. East Texas. What up, East Texas?
Yeah.
If you on Jewel Street, ever been on Jewel Street, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Bro, say long view.
For sure.
Man, bro, like I guess my question is, first and foremost, like, what's the difference in culture? Is there a difference in culture between Tyler and Longview?
Of course not. We too close. In my eyes, we too close. I can see guys that remind me of a Tyler individual, or I can say that at least, but we all one and the same. You know what I'm saying? Apples don't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah.
But you can't say that there's a difference between a West Texas person and the East.
Right.
I mean, a West Texas person and an East Texas person, but no, not Tyler and Longview.
Yeah.
I think we got a lot of talented artists that are finally starting to see that within themselves. So we starting to glow a little bit more. Shout out to the Black Kings with something to dream about.
Yeah. It's crazy because I'm from Dallas, bro. So, literally, like, Dallas and Fort Worth reminds me of, Longview and Tyler reminds me of Dallas and Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that far away from each other, about 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And Longview is 45 minutes from Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, yeah, it definitely reminds me of this. So at what point did you get into, I wouldn't even just say music first, I'd just say any type of artistry, period. When did you first notice that you had some type of passion for artistry?
I used to draw a lot. My dad, phenomenal artist, pen and paper, map colors, watercolors, you name it, painting. My dad, and he passed that down to all of his boys, actually. R.I.P. to my late big brother, Didi. And, that was the first talent that I actually knew I possessed. But then I used to see my brother, man. And if you from East Texas, or even half of Texas, you know who J-List is. So, like, he paved the way for me. Like, he wrote my first ever verse when I was 9 years old. And I was rapping that same verse for like 3 months till I was like, man, I want to rap something different now.
Yeah.
So I tried to write my own verse. When I did, everybody loved it. So I was like, hey, maybe I'm good at this.
Yeah.
So I was always freestyling and shit like that, and it went on from there.
And that was at the age of 9?
At the age of 9, my brother wrote my first verse for me.
Wow.
And then it was off to the races from there. He used to tell me, hey, Chris, spit that you wrote. He always say, I wrote this shit,
Yeah.
Trying to throw a little bro on top of the bus, you heard me?
Yeah.
So he'd always be like, hey, Chris, spit that shit you wrote, man. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, you remember it? Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah.
Shots out, man, for real, yeah.
Yeah.
But, it was
man.
out from there, man.
So that was rap, or was it rap and singing as
That
well?
was rapping, man.
Okay.
Singing hit when I got singing hit when I got more so in like middle school. I was just rapping at first, man. I was rapping on the playground at Bramlett Elementary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But singing hit when I was in middle school, man. I started making remixes to rap songs and singing them, and then I found out I could sing.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, let's put them both together.
Right.
Yeah, shit, eventually that's what we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that particular point, so you got into art led and opened up a gateway to rap.
Yeah.
Rap
yeah.
would eventually.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, hell, if I'm good at drawing a picture, I gotta be that great at a poet too.
Yeah.
You feel me? I gotta be just as great as a poet.
Yeah.
For real.
So you transition and you get into the music as far as like rapping and singing, and you start doing this. So I'm assuming like it was just like, hey, I'm going to the studio. I'm just gonna do some music, and it just kind of started off like that.
I think I had actually just wanted to skip school one day, and so I was just in high school, and I ended up going to my brother's house. At the time, he was working with who is now Trilly, Selika Trilly, but at the time he was DJ Zydeco. He was working with him,
Okay.
and I was like, hey man, I wanna spit behind the microphone. I've been freestyling on these corners and with you everywhere you go for the long. Let me get behind the mic. So one of these days in high school, I say like 10th or 11th grade. We on Tammy Lynn out there, and he let me jump behind the mic. After I heard myself on the microphone, it was a rap.
Yeah.
I did 3 records with him that day, man. And I was like, okay. He was always telling me, wait to see how you sound in a professional studio, and it was like, it's music to my ears, literally music to my ears, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when. So you was in high school. You went to Longview High School?
Yeah, I went to Longview High School,
Okay.
class of 2011.
Okay. So you in high school now. You starting to get into a studio. You starting to hear yourself really sound
Yes, sir.
a certain type of way now.
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point, what happened at that point? Once you got in and you heard and you started hearing what your art sounded like, and professionally being mixed and mastered and all these different things of that nature, what happened next after that?
I reached the point where I was like, it was never just a priority, you know? It was just something I knew I was good at. And after a while, I knew I was cold at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, just based on others' feedback, freestyling in the locker room before football games, getting the team crunk. I wrecked the mic hard enough, we go skunk these guys. Real shit, X class of 2011. But, I never really just took it that serious. And then it was after high school that I actually took it serious. I just wanted to be a family man graduating. I was top of my class and all of this shit. Well, I was in the top 10% of my class, so it was more so college and books and living out the dream of being a successful businessman in life. Rap was never the priority. After I had my child in college, I said, hey, I'm just going to go to work. Well, going to work wasn't enough for me. It's just like music kept finding me. I'm a firm believer in the spirituality and all of that, you know what I'm saying, and the law of attraction. And it's like God was closing every door in my life. And just bringing music to me. Music just kept coming to me. Managers were finding me. Photographers were finding me. Guys who did beats was telling me they heard that I could rap. And before you know it, it wasn't just a hobby anymore. It was a priority.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it just kind of found you. It was like a magnet, like purpose and destiny pulling you towards.
It was always just on me. It was always that flaming star on my shoulder. But it was never the priority. I was just good at music. I would always say, hey, man, I'm going to be a rapper one day, you know what I'm saying? But it was just, being a rapper was standing on the corner, like Eminem said, from standing on corners and porches just rapping. That's what it was. He was standing on the block and freestyle all day. I was boosting niggas high. 16 bars, bro. You feel like you on really 16 bars. No bullshit. But yeah, I never really just, took it serious until after college, after the doubt of being that successful businessman. Um, I was in and out of the system for a while, and yeah, that's another story. I'll let you ask the questions.
Do you? But do you? No. Because I mean, because I was when you said that when you
Yeah.
said it went from being trying to go down the entrepreneurial path, and then like, hey, now I got to go into music, and I wanted to know like what was it that stopped you to make you say, either this ain't for me or I can't go down this path. I need to go down this other path. Like, so my bad. I don't mean to interrupt you. You started to go into it.
Yeah. So it was like I didn't want, like, I was in and out of the system, man, and I was headed down a path of, like, I wouldn't even say destruction, but it was just getting comfortable with the circumstances I was at. Like, is this what you want to do for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Why be good at something and not pursue it? Then after a while, I got tired of being locked up for tickets and having straps and stuff like that. It got old, bro.
Yeah.
Trying to be a part of the streets, it kind of
Yeah.
got old. So the last time I was ever there, I got out and said, "Hey man, I'm about to take music serious." And then that was 2018.
Yeah.
That's when life changed.
Yeah.
2018, life changed.
Yeah.
Never forget it. I got out and it was studio from that day for the next 2 weeks all the way up until Bloody Mary dropped.
Yeah.
Life took off after that. I mean, and then like once you walk through that door, don't get me wrong, you get like 1 foot in, cause on the hallway to success, I don't say highway, I say on the hallway to success, it's doors. You got like 5 doors on the right, 5 doors on the left, and then 1 door at the end. And all of these doors is just memories and antagonists and distractions and things that could keep you keep your focus off of that one light.
Yeah.
At the door with the light behind it at the end. So you get 1 foot in there, and then everybody gonna come out of them other doors,
Yeah.
pulling you back. Like, hey, remember what you left in this room right here, or some shit like that. So it's tunnel vision now. So
Yeah.
since that spark and me getting into music in that way, form and fashion, and loving it as much as I do now, and having that passion for it, it's like I feel like it's inevitable, pretty much.
Do you feel, Camp? Do you feel that there's ever any pressure there on a person that comes from that background?
Oh yeah.
And they're a
When you say
rapper.
background, what you mean?
Well, background, just being in the community, just growing up in the hood like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Just being around the environment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, do you ever feel like that there's pressure there as a person who may be a aspiring artist who is really, really good at it? You know what I'm saying? But also being in that situation of, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep my nose clean,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like,
Yeah, it's pressure. It's mainly peer pressure though.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because every person got their own choice that they can make. So it really is it's peer pressure because that you are at that time. You know what I'm saying? Adolescent days, you're also trying to like not only learn as you get older. You trying to learn. You still trying to figure out who you are.
yeah,
And you got a lot of others around you that's trying to tell you who they are, and you may not feel that you're as good as a person. You say they doing something and they got some money, and so it's not necessarily just pressure,
yeah.
unless you say at that time you want to change the world and run for president, then you got some pressure.
Right.
But it's pretty much peer pressure.
Yeah.
Trying to blend in with your friends or outdo them.
Yeah, yeah. Do you ever experience anybody who might have said, "Hey, man, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe, hey, nah, you hear so many times they'll say, I had people in the hood that be like, nah, this ain't for you, bro.
Mhm.
Like, you need to go do that because you really
Yeah.
good at that right there."
Yeah.
Did you ever experience that?
Man, yes. I experienced that from only the realest of the real, and that's one thing that kind of convinced me to like just stay away from it. It didn't take the Bible be like out of the mouth of 2 or more witnesses. You better start listening. You know what I'm saying? In my words.
Yeah.
So when you got a lot of people telling you the same thing, you're gonna have to take heed to that,
Yeah.
or else you walking down the path of destruction. So living reckless was just like, or living day to day. In other words, it got boring, bro. I want to live up to the caliber of an individual that I feel like I am.
Absolutely.
I feel like my children, or I feel like my family is. So
Absolutely.
came with change and reevaluation.
Yeah. Most definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So you started pursuing music in 2018.
I started taking it really serious. Yeah, I got my foot on their necks in 2018 for real.
Okay.
That's when I realized, hey, I'm not seedless no more. I'm not the shadow of my older brother no more. I'm camp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm calling all my people. It's time for me to come out of my shell. I'm not the street guy, even though I'm accepted in the streets. I'm not that person.
Yeah.
I'm a different motherfucker, and I don't
Yeah.
give a damn if you like it or not,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
get the positive point across. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely, most definitely. So,
Yeah.
are you independent right now?
It depends on, because everybody got their own definition of independent. I'm under a distribution deal.
Okay.
I'm still like an independent artist, bro, but I'm under a distribution deal with Wonder Music, man.
Okay.
Shout out Wonder Music. We doing big things too. As a matter of fact, I got a visual with Wycliffe that's about to drop in about a week, man. So everybody be on the lookout.
For sure. So when you started 2018, was it a situation where you was able to like get, I use the word backing instead of saying signed or independent. Were you able to get some type of backing? Did you have to like invest into it yourself, like to get yourself off the ground? Like how did that work for you?
I had a partnership. I ain't gonna go too far into it, but I had a partnership to where I was gonna like do a certain thing to fund studio time and to, you know what I'm saying, fund basically working for what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Working for the career. You know what I'm saying? So like helping in this area and getting this in the end. Getting your studio time, getting it in the end. Unfortunately, it didn't happen like that, so things changed. But by the time things changed, I had already developed a not even just nationwide but worldwide name. So I really couldn't lose.
Already. So you started pushing 2018 Bloody Mary.
Mm-hmm.
What that dropped in 2018.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. Is that song?
I'm not religious. How am I winning and sinning to sell my soul?
Okay. That's Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
My life a scary movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want to say that was on Say Cheese too, right?
Yeah, that's the video that
Okay.
Say Cheese, man. Shout out Sean Cotton, man. Get back at me, please.
That's the one that put you through?
Yeah, Sean Cotton threw me out there, man. He threw me out there, bro. He splashed it all over the place, man. I was looking at the views that other people got on his page that day. We knocked him out the water. It was like 170-something thousand in a day. Shout out Trilly and Billy, man. We did one. We had this one right there.
So that song put you there to where it really was like, hey, y'all, check this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was a couple other follow-ups after that, but that record is within itself had the biggest buzz, of course, yeah.
Okay. And you said Trilly worked on that with you?
Yeah, Trilly and Millie,
Okay.
me and Trilly, bro. Batman and Robin Hood, you did?
Yeah. Who's Batman and who's Robin?
I think that's Stop playing with me, man.
Oh man. So I know that Trilly is an amazing producer, right? He's an amazing producer. So like, describe to me your creative process when you're working with Trilly. Like, what does that session look like? What does, like, I wouldn't even say responsibility because you're just doing it because it's what you love to do. But like, what's the creative process and who's doing what in this situation? What does that look like?
Shit. It looked like lab rats. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It looked like lab rats.
Yeah.
It looked like two mad scientists at work.
Yeah.
I'm in one corner of the room over here, and he over here like this on the keys.
Yeah.
And I'm like this on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then when it mesh, it mesh. And it ain't, it's like on accident sometimes. And
Yeah.
we wing it, and if it sounds good, keep that. Boom. I'm finna record it on my phone. Some way, somehow, something gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's the chemistry, bro. A lot of these artists just jump from studio to studio. If you don't really have a chemistry with your engineer, then it's gonna be it's not the same. It's different
Right.
with a guy with chemistry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to like, build bonds with the engineers and the producers, because you know what I'm saying. People don't understand when it's not just about the money.
Yeah.
And it's about the bond. 9 times out of 10, you'll get a different outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So, are y'all still working together on music?
We got some secrets up our sleeves, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause I know he's
Some things
currently
happen.
working on a project right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hats goes out to that one, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Most definitely. I think that along with the chemistry that y'all have, I think that like y'all really rub off each other well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause even I listen to like Trilly's like new music and I hear similarities.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I hear those similarities and I didn't even know like Trilly could sing like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think like y'all really have a very great dynamic.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So describe to me 2018 and 2019.
Yeah.
Describe those 2 years for me in trying to balance your personal life as well as, man, shit, I'm an artist and I really got something brewing right now. Like, what does that back and forth look like? Right when you're on the epitome of rising.
It look like this. It look like not even hell and high waters can stop God playing.
Yeah.
You know, so people gonna have a personal life. It never really gonna affect your professional life. Something, some way, somehow gonna happen. It's gonna snap you back into reality
Yeah.
and say, hey, well, it ain't really no professional life without your personal life.
Yeah.
So eventually you learn that they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never really a back and forth until you get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that by any chance that while trying to mesh them together that it slowed down the process? Or do you think that it actually sped up the process or it really didn't even matter?
Oh, it didn't matter, man. Cause see, I'd rather take. You know, it don't matter how long you water a flower, as long as it grows. And I'm pretty sure the more you water it, the more healthier the plant's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather take 2 years, 3 years to make sure that when I drop again, it go viral, it go worldwide. The people in Haiti gonna be feeling it like they feeling Blue Hearts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching beyond just Texas. I'm trying to touch all over the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. So I mean, I trusted the process, and I feel like anything special is worth waiting for.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna try to drop a record every week.
Yeah.
Nah. Drop a record every week and I only get seen by half the hood and a couple of guys. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm a brew. Like fresh coffee. I'm gonna brew, baby. Every time.
Already. I made a post the other day, and the post was just a piece of my personal testimony. You know what I'm saying? I talked about all of the things that I've encountered in my life and the things that I've done. You know what I'm saying? And in the post, I thanked two people who played a very critical role in my life and my transformation. You know what I'm saying? Mentally. Because I come from a space, bro, like similar to the space that you come from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people that grew up in the hood, they can take different paths. You know what I'm saying? But I thank two people for being able to really play a major role in my life and helping me make that transformation. You feel me?
Yeah.
And the moral of the story was never give up on people. Never give up on people because you never know what that person that somebody else may have gave up on. Yeah. You never know where that person could be at in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they may end up being to where they could really bless like a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, you know what I'm saying? Like when I think about the people who may have neglected or when I think about the people who did not play a role, I used to get upset about it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get upset no more. And the reason why I don't get upset anymore is because I understand human nature. And with human nature, bro, like it ain't no it's not like we're robots. It ain't like we can just kind of press a button, you know what I'm saying, and set ourselves at a certain place.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, like that for me, bro, like it really spoke volumes to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember, bro, and this is a crazy story, and I'm not just playing. I'm serious when I tell you this. Because like for you, bro, like I mean, would you say first and foremost, yes or no, that you've experienced a transformation as far as like in any aspect?
So like me as a human,
Just as a human being.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course I have.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
So the reason why I say this because I'm gonna tell a story and then I'm gonna transition into something. I remember, bro. It was maybe a couple years ago. I can't remember specifically what year, but I know it was within the last 2 to 3 years. I was my wife was pregnant. She had just had my daughter, and I had took leave from my job at the time. So I'm at home for like maybe about 4 to 8 weeks. Well, anyway, I experienced going to the store one day and being followed by the police to the store. Pull up into the gas station right over there off of Greenbrier and 31. No, 64. Where the Valero, and then it's like another couple gas stations right down the street from there. I experienced going to the store. The police follow me to the store. I pull up into the gas station. I go in, give me some cigarettes, come out. I get in my car. I see them leave the gas station and pull out. When I pull out, they follow me back to the house. I pull up on my street. They come to me and they say, hey, yeah, man, you know, we just want to see if you got some drugs and all that type of stuff in so many words. Because the way that I turned down, it was some activity on that street. Okay? He looks and sees some flyers in my car. Matter of fact, the flyer was for, this is when we had the Hustle and Flow. Shout out to the foundation. They did a show at Clicks. I performed on that show, Rillo, I think ATM Johnny, some more people performed on that show at Clicks. This is before Clicks closed. He say, which one of them is you? I said, he say, you Big John? I said, nah, I'm Joseph Smith, right? My name's on the flyer. He said, oh, okay, you rap? I was like, yeah, I rap. You know what I'm saying? He said, oh, okay. He said, you know Camp Nowhere? I swear.
Stop playing with me, man.
Nigga, I am not lying to you, bro. I swear to God, my nigga, I have not cracked a smile yet. This is on my life, on my daughter, bro, and I don't play them type of games. You feel me?
Already.
He said, do you know Camp Nowhere? I said, I've heard of him. I don't know in person, but I heard of him. He said, yeah, I heard. Check this out. He pulled out his phone and showed me the streaming on Apple Music. Yeah, you should check him out. You should check him out. He said, I just got through talking to him. We just got through talking to him. You feel me?
I goes after that officer.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not lying. I can't make this shit up, bro.
He's one
like,
of many.
Bro, I cannot make this shit up, bro. Like, I be having some crazy stories about people, bro. People don't be knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make it up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that situation, it showed me a couple things. It showed me that even in a situation that may have been fucked up at the time, this man knew who you was and was impacted by you. And he was not our skin complexion. He wasn't our skin complexion, brother. You a little bit darker than me. I'm a little bit beiger than you. And he was not neither one of our skin complexions. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I mention that story and I bring that story up to transition into transformation, but to talk about some of the things that you was mentioning to me about how the space that you in with your rap, right? You're currently doing something called, and I don't even want to steal your thunder. I say it's about the kindness, but I want you to go into that for me. I want you to talk about where you're at right now with that and what you're doing and how you're using it to be a positive impact.
What was that again?
So I didn't want to steal your thunder, but when you talked about the random acts of kindness.
Random acts of kindness. Okay, well, it all roots back to my purpose for doing, music. You could spend your life trying to do it for a bag. Of course, we all need money to survive. I'm in a position now to where my art will be able to compensate me with what I need to survive. But I was always a black guy that was more so emo, and I just did it with a purpose, man. And I like to. I like seeing, like one day I was just in downtown Dallas and then I just seen this homeless guy, man, and I had this pair of kicks in my trunk. I'd only wore them once in the Bottom Baby video. And I just gave them to him and he did this. I got some new shoes dance in downtown Dallas and I'll never forget it, man. God bless that man, but I gave him a pair of shoes. And the reason why I really want to do this is because you coming into the industry, you want to be remembered as that person that you are when you come in.
Yeah.
You know how they say first impression is a lasting impression.
Facts.
And so stepping into music on another level, I want to step in as who I really am. Because, see, a lot of my wrong times at the right time for someone else has pretty much kind of defined me over a couple of years, to where my mistakes were what they judged me by.
Come on now.
So nobody ever got the opportunity to see, you know what I'm saying, the guy behind the exoskeleton, the guy behind that.
Yeah.
You know, so I wanted to make that the greatest promotion. This is that guy that loves to give this, it loves to give that, and then my record doesn't have, probably got like one curse word in it, so it's gonna give an older person something good to listen to.
Yeah.
Any man, not wishing bad upon anybody, but anybody who's ever went through relationship problems is gonna jam the fuck out of that song.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be me being who I am and giving others something to relate to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's just what more could you ask for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's something for me to be grateful for. Now I just got to get this kicking off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get everything kicking.
Yeah. You know what I think about as we're having this conversation?
What up?
I think about how early on in life you had this vision in mind of where you wanted to go down the entrepreneurial path. How, due to things that may have seemed like it derailed, you end up thinking I ain't take that path. I'm going to take this music path because for some reason I feel some type of energy and drawing to this. But really what I sit back and I see how both of those paths kind of led back to each other. Because actually that's what you're doing right now. You are an entrepreneur. You are that businessman. You know what I'm saying? Like you are being able to mix in that and make that mix into what the business is, which is you as a brand and your music and your art, bro.
For sure. Respect, man. Gratitude.
You know what I'm saying?
Gratitude.
Because had your life not have been the way that your life is, maybe you wouldn't have took the music route because maybe you took another route.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Everything happens for a reason, man. I think timing is everything, you know. As bad as I wanted to. I remember I was like, I might have been 9 or 10 years old, and I went to this little rap contest at the Blaze that they had in Longview. And I spit one of the freestyles that I had wrote when I was like 10, and then the dudes came out of the room where they was judging at. It was in this plaza down there in Longview on McCann Road, man. Luscious Ice know what I'm talking about. But they came out of there and it was like, hey, man, I just want to say that you're great. Like 3 different guys came out of there and shook my hand. And they was telling me how great of an artist I was. Unfortunately, I didn't win that day, but it was just the passion of knowing who you are in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, never forgetting it, and, you know what I'm saying, sticking to it. Some people are afraid to take a leap of faith, but hell, you don't know if you can fly until you take that leap, man. It ain't suicide.
Facts.
It ain't suicide if you got confidence, man. Ooh, I promise you.
I like that. That's a good saying right there from Camp.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? I like that. So are you currently familiar with the artists here in East Texas and Tyler right now? Currently?
Yeah, I know a couple of them. Yeah, I know a couple of guys around here. Yeah.
Okay. Are you still connected? Are you still familiar with the culture here?
Yeah, I'm still familiar with it. Yeah, I was out here. I've been out here quite a bit. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm in and out. Between here and Dallas and in the View, I'm always local.
just from what you've heard and what you've been hearing, like, how do you currently feel about the culture right now?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's every man for himself, but I think it's like a lot of clicks. I think it's a lot of clicks, you know, from what I see. It's a good thing. It's really a good thing. I like how there's more art. I think that some of these artists need to be exposed more. Like, what's the guy whose name? Who
That
I
you was listening to earlier?
Yeah.
Back in Bino.
Back in Bino?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That guy right there, man. I want to hear more from him. And I want to hear his whole clique. If he got a whole clique, I want to hear all them guys, man. Tell them they got my salute.
Yeah.
Tell them they got my salute. I've heard a lot of guys from down here. But they stand out to me, man. Not degrading anyone else or nothing like that, because there's so much talent up here.
Yeah.
And, of course, this is a bigger city than Longview, so,
Yeah.
you know, it may be hard to find everybody, but Bino, yeah.
Yeah.
You on to something.
Already.
Real talk.
Already. Shout out to Bino. So, you know, I know you said that it's like a lot of clicks. So, you feel that the clicks actually help? You feel like it helps more than it does. It hurt? Does it help?
It depends on what your purpose is. If you trying to be an independent, if you trying to be a independent artist, you know what I'm saying. It just depends on what your purpose is, you know.
Yeah.
You gonna have to end up breaking that clique if you want to be a independent artist. I don't know too many just cliques to get signed no more.
Yeah.
Or hey, maybe depending on how deep it is. I mean, you know, you got Migos, but.
Right.
You know, I don't really see about it too much more. And if the independent artist wave thing is going for, but to each his own.
Yeah.
If it's going for so many, then it's going to be hard for those clicks to go. So it's going to be a different route that you'd have to take. But anybody is possible to making anything happen.
Facts.
You feel me? So,
Facts.
yeah.
What do you feel, Camp, will be some ways to help artists here be able to broaden their exposure and their reach?
I'll tell you one thing. Being more active in the community, man. I looked past it for so long, but hey, man, making yourself more active in the community, you start realizing that you get like mayors that want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You get people from the city council. You get connects with the Longview, with the news journal, from wherever you at. Being active, making sure you get it on camera, posting it, showing them that you're not just on music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Showing them something a little bit more about you as a person.
Yeah.
So that, you know, because a rapper or a celebrity or a male rapper at that already comes with a stereotype. The gangster guy, you know.
It's crazy you say that, right? Because that's one of the reasons for this platform. Because this is how I look at it, and I share my vision with you.
Yeah.
So the way I look at it is, like, you hear the song and you see the video, and that's where you automatically make the assumption off of based what you see. Well, this platform gives the behind that song and video.
Yeah.
So they get to hear the person, hear what the person, you know what I'm saying, where the person at.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of opens up that door to, okay, you know what, I see that music is the product, but the person is the value.
Exactly.
And I'm only going to get the product or feel the product is valuable based on the person that I find the value.
Yeah, yeah.
So my vision, like, Camp has been, like, being able to expose and get artists to be able to, like, really get their music out there, even if it takes, you know what I'm saying, the offline in the streets approach along with the online marketing approach.
Yes,
you know
that
what
too
I'm
as
saying?
well, yeah.
Like, that is so big and so critical. I tell artists all the time, Camp, you can't say I want to put my music online in Mobile, Alabama on your personal page. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't do it. Like, you're going to have to go set up that business page and run some ads to that location so that people can see you and know what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to be able to do that, right?
Yeah.
But the reason being is so that everybody in this region between Dallas and Shreveport, Louisiana, will know about these artists. Hey, you got superstars in your own backyard. Like, Kemp, you a superstar, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, to get people to know about all the artists where they can pack out the oil palace just to see them without having a mainstream artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been wondering, like, what would it take? You know, what would aid that mission? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's like that's the part where they collide. It's like You end up, like getting more active in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Kind of creates your street team, and then the street team, of course, they're gonna be online. So then, like the bigger your street team, the bigger people you'll have to push you online, tag you in this, tag you in that, splash your name all over different social media sites, whether it be Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, which is becoming a whole lot more relevant now. And it's been relevant, but it's just like really booming in Texas now.
Yeah.
That's
the new record breaker platform. Right
Yeah,
now.
it really is.
TikTok.
It really is.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I've been seeing how those TikToks work, man. I got a couple of them. I'm trying to work on my doggone self. But yeah, it's just ways to get it.
Speaking of TikTok, man, I sat back and watched how Lil Nas X promoted Montero. I think it's called Montero.
Yeah.
Man, it's like his marketing plan for that was what's the word I want to use?
Yeah.
Einstein.
He had a dope marketing plan.
Oh my God, bro. His marketing plan was, and I'm talking about he executed it to perfection. And as a result, he doing his thing right now. Montero doing his thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok is a great platform to break on, man. Artists definitely pursue some type of TikTok influencer marketing. I just gave you a golden nugget.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all check into that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Are you familiar with enough artists here to give me a top 5 count?
I mean, I know almost every artist.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
Nah, the thing is,
let me get that top 5 count.
Nah, the thing is, it's not really a top 5 for me. It's just who stands out, and I see that guy.
Yeah.
The guy that you just told me about, Bino.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love Bino. I ain't even met the guy yet. I ain't even met the guy yet.
Yeah.
Just heard 2 of his records. Bino, wherever the fuck you at, we need a link. And then other than him, my big brother, man, my big brother J-List. I leave it at that. I don't like to dive too much into the list and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I could list those guys that are deceased or maybe already a couple million up.
Yeah.
Right now we trying to get there. You never know.
Already.
You never know the back end of that shit. So.
Already.
But Bino keep killing J-List. We waiting on you, G shit.
Yeah. Already. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what's next coming from you? I know you touched on it a little bit. What's next coming from you?
We got the visual, the Blue Hearts dropping, man. Hey, anybody with Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, anybody you go like, go share, go do something. I don't care if you're making a TikTok. You can look up Count Coco Blue Hearts on TikTok, on anything. Play the record while you do whatever you decide to do. Tag me in it. But Blue Hearts visual is dropping pretty soon. We're going to get enough promo in behind it. And, the visual should be coming within like 7 to 10 days. And then the follow-up for that, I just got to keep my finger over my mouth, man, because it will be big.
Yeah. Already.
It will be big, baby.
So Blue Hearts.
Blue Hearts visual coming soon, man.
Your visuals be crazy, bro. I seen one you did at the school.
Yeah.
That was crazy too.
Yeah. Shout out Twine.
Yeah, that was a hard visual. I think you played like the teacher and then
student,
the
principal.
student. Yeah, that was hard, bro.
Yeah. I got one coming like that.
It's
always something different.
Is that you or is that
that's definitely me.
Okay, so you come up with the creative,
definitely me.
And you say, "Hey, this is what I envision, and this is how I'm executing. If I ain't got nobody to play these roles, I'll play these roles."
See, teamwork makes the dream work. So it's kind of like I said about chemistry. You could have me and another guy sit down at the table, and I could throw something out there, and you bite on it. And then whoever one of the guys, bites on it, and then another guy gives it this type of insight, and then you got one idea, a 3-way idea to one part of it.
Yeah.
So then this happens. It's never really one person in particular, but you throw an idea out there, and it stems, and everyone has a part in it.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Coming up with concepts is like, I'm always gonna be abstract.
Yeah.
Just watch my TikToks, my chillers.
Yeah.
I won't take all of the credit for anything I do because I've always been the person that click with somebody because me alone. I lean not unto my own understanding. I have to have a second opinion of somebody who I could trust.
Yeah. For
Of course.
Your visuals are crazy, bro.
Hey, going out there, man. They got more coming, man.
Those
wait till y'all
visuals
see.
are crazy, man. I love them, bro. Yes, Lord. I love your visuals, bro. For real, for real. For sure.
Yeah.
So do you have any special shout outs that you want to make?
Man, shout out to the whole East Texas, bro. If you're doing your music right now, if you're doing your thing, if you however you doing it, whatever you're doing, if you're doing what you want to do, keep doing it, man. If you ain't where you want to be, don't stop pushing. Shout out to my team. Shout out to anybody, any group, any league, any boss, any manager, any upcoming artist, any nigga getting his bread up through his dream, through what he want to do. Shots go out to y'all, man. Shout out to my team, Wonder Music. Shout out to Coca. Shout out to Prince Wonder, Mr. Jerry himself. Shout goes out to Clef, man. Looking forward to working with Redman as well. Shout goes out to
You working with
Redman.
Redman?
If the Lord's willing, I want to run back in the Redman.
Okay.
I want to run back in the Redman and soak up some more knowledge from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes time to sit next to a man like that and just absorb that wisdom, bro. Got to prepare, you know what I'm saying, for a session with Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Which is something I take pride in, too. But, yeah, shout goes out to my section, man. Shout goes out to East Texas. Big love and respect to you guys as well, man.
Appreciate it, bro. We humble. That's what's up. That's what. And where can everybody find you at?
Oh, at c.a.m.p _ on Facebook and Twitter. c.a.m.p. Calling all my people. _ at the end of it. And then on Facebook it's Choose Camp. Yeah. And then if you go to any social media platform, you type in Camp in all letters or c.a.m.p and I'll show up as well.
Yeah. And on YouTube, I know you can type in Camp Nowhere, it's gonna come up too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had a few people asking about why some of the records are removed, and it's just a different monetizing process I got to go through to do a few things. But they will be back and with visuals, so stay tuned.
Ready, for sure, for sure. Well, it's been an absolute privilege, a pleasure, and an honor to sit here and just have a great conversation with you, bro.
Likewise,
you know
my
what
brother.
I'm saying? I've truly been blessed, bro, just to hear how what we think don't work out for us will actually work out for us. We just didn't see it in that vehicle that we saw it in, but it actually collided together, and we really got the best of both worlds and didn't even see it coming.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
crazy, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And I definitely wish you the best, man, on your career, bro. Just keep grinding, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Got you,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Likewise, bro. I appreciate y'all as well.
Most definitely, most definitely. I got one more question for you.
What's that?
I know you like, dang, well, he got a lot of questions.
Oh, no. It's good.
He a question asking son of a gun.
No,
You
I
know
like
what I'm
it.
saying?
I like it, man.
This one gonna be the quickest question.
What's that?
Do you know what we do on this podcast, Camp?
What you doing this podcast?
Man, we taste that bag, baby. Wow.
First thing that's on my mind.